guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure.
He's going to let it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Handoff from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Makes a connection. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here we go. To the air on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for room. It's Hardy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The hand to the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Quick completion on the out route. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They're going to run it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he got it, but that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Manning. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Creates a little room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's not all doinks are bad off the right, upright, and through. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win it around the edge, get to the QB. Not many guys do it as well as that.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Ott. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Gibson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Sooners are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively?
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. And the returner is stopped. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Yeah, that seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Hardy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The give to the lone running back. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. He fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they
No gain on the play.
can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Going with the ground game left. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that